Hey, we're live. Welcome to the workshop number 124. This is a comedy safe space, so if you want to yell the N word, feel free. Um, Aaron, you're going to be up first. Let me know what your topic is and when you're ready to begin, and I will start your time.
Okay, my topic is manners, and I can just go.
Okay.
Ready to go? Okay. So, a lot of people are unemployed now, and I've been unemployed, and it sucks. But there is one good thing about it. Uh, if you're unemployed, you don't have to wash your hands after taking a shit. Uh, my my wife is Israeli, and I guess it turns out there's no word in Hebrew for line. And I realized this the first time we were at the supermarket together. Uh, we were standing in line for the checkout, and she said, "Just wait here. I gotta go get something." She'd forgotten something, and I waited and I waited and I waited, and I waited about 10 minutes, and finally I step out of line. And a couple minutes later, she comes back and she says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I mean, there was a giant amount of people waiting, and I was just standing there holding up the line." And she said, "But we were here first." And I think it made me understand the political situation in that region a little bit better. Um, One thing I think is bullshit is anytime a kid says sorry. Like, say you're walking down the street and a kid comes up and kicks you or throws something at you, and the parent says, "Say you're sorry." And the kid doesn't, the parent says, "Say you're sorry again." And, I don't want to hear it. Uh, because you know what? The kid doesn't mean it. And that's what I have so far. Those are my premises. That's what I came up with this week. Help
Okay.
me out here, guys.
Yes. Sweet. You guys have any feedback?
N- Uh, it's. I feel like you could even play off of how rich people talk about how poor people have no manners, yet rich people are ignorant jerks most of the time. It's like, wait, I have to know how to use a salad fork, but you're allowed to criticize me, and yet you have better manners. Like, what the? I don't know. You could play off of just the different dichotomy of how manners are used to look down on people.
I was thinking manners are bullshit, but I didn't really have enough time this week to work it out. But it is actually something I'd like to explore.
Or yeah, or I went to Catholic church and I was like, wait, I'm not allowed to play my Game Boy in here, but the priests are allowed to fuck me in the ass. That's really, those are.
What if you could
You
play
know,
your Game Boy, but only while the
You
priest
could.
is fucking you in the ass?
I was gonna say you could ask you should ask your Israeli wife if not washing her hands after you shit is kosher or if it's unclean.
Okay. I was going for the signs in every public restroom that say employees must wash hands after they use the bathroom.
well,
But
anytime you
that
see,
did not
I know.
connect.
Well,
I
you know, I
agree.
always think every time you see a
No,
sign
I
that
know,
says,
no.
Oh, it did connect. Okay. We're getting somewhere.
or
But
any,
Shane, please.
I was just
anytime
throwing
you
it
see a
at
sign that says don't do something or must do something, that means someone did the complete opposite. Like, I was at like a small park and they're like, no golfing. And I'm like, this park is 10 feet by 10 feet. Who the fuck is bringing clubs here?
Well, there's nothing that says that they have to be your hands.
Yeah.
You can just bring
That's
some
true.
hands and,
It
like,
just
try-
says must wash hands. That's true.
Funny.
It's like you turn to the dude next to you. Hey, do you mind washing your hands? It says I must wash hands and I don't want to wash my own.
Would be mind
Yeah,
if
it's
I
like,
wash your hands.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That would probably be pretty nice, though. Imagine the feeling of someone else washing your hands.
Well, I've had shower sex, so I've had a person wash a lot more than just my hands. So
Thank you. Fuck, I forgot what. Anyway,
man, I just tracked this conversation.
That's okay.
He's like, at what point do I bring up the shower sex? Hey, it's a natural lead-in.
That's not even a humble brag.
Hey, no, the joke's on me. The best days of my life are behind me, so I'm just, reliving the glory days.
Yeah, I've never
Man,
stepped into a shower.
As long
since.
as you have a shower, you could have shower sex.
Yeah, but it's with
I have
myself,
been stuck in the
a
house
one-some.
for months. I'm just mad at people not washing their hands. I think you just struck a chord with me.
Uh-huh.
Wash your hands.
I guess that's not really a joke for the COVID era.
Wash your hand solo action figure collection
Yeah.
on a daily basis. I don't know.
Anything on? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna talk about the other joke, the one with the kids and the apologizing.
This was going to ask about.
Yeah, I was gonna say like what if like they're like their apologies bullshit, so you slash their throat with your $900 Damascus steel Bowie knife, and they're sorry for real.
I love the detail.
Or that you could turn it into the reason that they say that they're sorry is just because of a guilt trip. And then that could go on into a whole different other things
Well,
for guilt trips to do
yeah,
that we don't really want.
My favorite thing when someone says sorry to me, I'm like, you're not sorry enough to not do it. You did that thing.
Well-
And you say sorry like it negate. No, you're sorry, just not sorry enough to not do it.
Well, kids don't even know what sorry means. They're saying sorry because their parents are saying say sorry.
Right.
It's sort of like the Pledge of Allegiance. You don't know why you're doing it, but you know you're supposed to.
When you're saying sorry, it's making me think about like the sorry like the clothing item. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
there's probably a good pun in there somewhere. Or if you're just like a wizard and you turn them into a sorry as punishment.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I don't say sorry anymore. I say dashiki.
Congress.
Well,
Any more feedback, you guys?
I had to apologize to my boss today because she said I sent you these things to print out, and it said that in the email, and it didn't. But she's the boss. She's right. So I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. And me saying sorry is a way of, there's a lot more behind that of, you fucked up, but I'm taking the fall for it. You know?
okay.
And sorry is a nice way of just of avoiding what actually caused you to make the mistake. Like, sorry, I'm hungover. Like, I say sorry instead of being like, I'm really hungover. It's going to be an off day today.
What do you think the worst thing you can do and just be like sorry and it's fine is? Like, where's the line?
Did
Depends on your moral decency as a person. Like, my teen years and early 20s, I just constantly lowered the bar for myself. So now anytime I do something moderately good, I'm like, hey, we're a model character.
Those people that lit the West Coast on fire with their gender reveal party. Do you think they said sorry?
No, I think they said it's a boy.
Right. And here's the thing. If they'd said sorry, I would have thought, well, fuck you. You don't get to be sorry. But if they didn't say sorry, I think, what kind of monsters are you? You light half the country on fire and you don't even fucking apologize.
Hey, I think it's awesome.
You can't win.
They brought a child into this world and they celebrated by destroying that child's future.
Okay.
Way to go. Welcome to Earth. We just burnt half of it down. You're welcome.
All right. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Sorry's a trap. Thank you. I feel like I just got something from this.
Cool. Any more
Awesome.
feedback, you guys? All right. Kim.
Thank you.
It's you're up next. Let me know when you're ready to begin, and I will, and also what your topic is, and I will start your time.
All right. Give me over here on the page. Uh-oh. I'm moving y'all all around. Hold on a second. I just lost you. Ah, shit. Where'd y'all go?
I really want a hamburger
Here we
right
go.
now.
There you are.
Can you get one?
Hold on.
I don't know. Probably a really crappy one. It's like 10 p.m. already. You can't get quality hamburgers after 10. Oh, wait, Kim, let me know what your
All right.
topic is when you're ready to begin, and I'll
My
start your time.
yeah. I'm trying to get you in the screen here. Okay. My topic is. Oops. Hold on. I keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry, guys.
Just like McDonald's is
My
open.
topic-
But
I'm,
I don't know.
I'm very
Maybe
challenged.
maybe there's a bar
Okay.
that has a really good.
My word is sequence. Sequence, not sequence. Sequence. Okay, here we go. It's hard being a Libra because everything has to have an order. Like, I like my regrets in a sequence, along with all my fuck ups lined up right next to my shoes. Like, my brain is wired for sequences and patterns. Like, I'm super good with numbers and order, and I really suck at relationships. In fact, I have everything in my life in order except for my final affairs. Like, upon my death, people close to me will know exactly where they stand. I mean, I don't think it's necessary for me to spell out who gets my harmonicas or my bills or even my addictions. Sequences to me make sense, and chaos drives me absolutely crazy. And that's why I avoid clutter and public transportation and my dad. Like, I'm so programmed with the order of things that I am meticulous about checking dates at the grocery store. I mean, the worst thing is getting all the way home to find out that you brought something bad home with you. You know, so I check the dates on everything that I'm going to put in my mouth. The bread, the dairy, the checkout girl. I have Post-it notes everywhere. Like, not in that weird serial killer kind of way, but in that holy shit, I can't forget the sequence ADD sort of way. Like, if I don't do things in the same order every day, I'll end up 25 miles down the road away from home and have forgotten my wallet or my pants. I mean, a really good way to maintain a sequence is through social distancing. Like, seriously, I don't have to allow any chaos near me, and I don't have to feel obligated to hug anyone. I mean, I figured that the new phrase social distancing is just replacing that old phrase, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. I mean, I played softball for 25 years, and even as a young kid, the game was easy. I'd hit the ball, and I'd run to first base. I mean, so different than high school, right? I mean, we skipped first and second base, slid right into home base. Not because we didn't want to follow the sequence, but usually because we didn't have much time for the whole course, just the intercourse. That is my sequence bit.
Sweet. Awesome. You guys have any feedback? Uh-oh.
I think it's awesome that Kim did an entire bit on sequences without acknowledging the sequence hanging behind her.
Well,
Wow.
that would be sequence, not sequence. But,
There's puns.
or the pattern. I don't know, the pattern.
Looks like a sequence of sequins.
Perfect.
I think if you describe putting post-it notes everywhere, you can't really say not in a serial killer way, because the first thing I think of is you're a serial killer.
Yeah, that's why I want to make sure you know that I'm not a serial killer. Not yet.
I think not yet is what you need to add.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to,
Or
I
like,
used to have a bulletin board of just random post-its, phrases, and crap I was working on, and I get why like women wouldn't want to hang out that too long at my place, because they'd be like, either he's a genius or out of his mind.
That's a fine line.
Yeah, I know it's a fine line. Like I had a hit list, I just lacked the motivation to go through and get it done.
yeah, they're like a post-it notes.
What-
Like, that's a lot of fingerprints you're leaving.
If it was a hit list of inventions, he'd be a genius.
Hey, maybe it's a hit list.
I
of
think that's the
songs.
difference. Good. Yeah, it could be.
Sequence.
You hear that, guys? We're so funny. We scared someone out of the chat. Way to go.
Now he was experiencing technical difficulties.
I'm gonna pretend like I think so. So we all feel better about ourselves.
This is like a
Or comics. We're not going to feel
selection.
better by ourselves.
Yeah, I know. It's the vague illusion of that we're happy. Like,
Vague illusion. Come on.
I love my job. Bang. My turn.
Okay.
I mean, are we done talking about Kim Set?
Yeah, it's a hard word.
Sequence.
It's a hard one, yeah.
Yeah, you look at events, Fibonacci. I don't know. What else?
You really need to be good at math if you can talk about that stuff.
I am good at math. I'm an engineer.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, then it's a good one for you.
I said that in there. I'm good with numbers and order.
Huh?
A guy from my high school is good at math. That's why he lives in a trailer and has piano teeth.
There you go.
Hmm.
88 of them.
More like 8 minus 4.
Perfect. Just the flats.
Oh, wait.
No, I don't know.
One touch that guy with a 10-foot pole.
I've been working
What
on
if it was like a spear? Never mind.
maybe.
Well, that keeps people away.
10-foot pole, or like a lightsaber. Like, imagine if you had like a 10-foot lightsaber.
You wouldn't even need to charge at the dude. Just point it at them and turn it on.
Yeah. They'd be like, "Oh, I thought it was gonna stop. It kept going." And they just like impale.
You don't even need to be a good swordsman. Just swing 30 degrees and
Yeah, you just cut the whole room in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can cut the tension.
Yeah, any more feedback, you guys, on sequence? Well, Shane, you're up next. Let me know when you're ready to begin and what your topic is.
Let's do this. My topic is mods. I apologize if the material smells because I'm pulling it out of my ass. So mods, or as I call them, the original carpet munchers.
Okay.
I get that. I don't get why, so mods are notorious for flying towards light that they will never get to, bumping into light bulbs, and humans think we're all high and mighty making fun of them, but we are addicted to light. Like, the first thing we're scared of is when there's no lights. And now as adults, if we lose our phones or break them, we have a panic attack and our week is ruined. Yet we're making fun of these tiny brained bugs who are flying towards this vague light that they might think is heaven or God or whatever insects believe in. Yeah, that's all I got. Whew.
49
I thought-
seconds.
There's something in the idea that moths are flying toward this light they'll never get to, because really
They
you can say the same thing about most people.
Oh yeah, no, everyone's trying to be happy, but most never will be.
Yeah.
You said something about flying towards the. What did you say? It was basically towards the light, and the first thing that popped into my mind was they're flying towards the mothership.
All right, that's it.
The mothership.
Fuck it.
Yeah, no puns.
Yeah, I was you know when you look at those lights that have like a covering, like industrial type lights or whatever, where they have the tubes inside and they have the covering, and you look up and you can see the shadows of the dead bugs who flew up there, and they slowly baked in their whatever they view light as. Because they're supposed to, they do that because they're supposed to be like attracted to like the sun or the moon or something. But at nighttime, the artificial lights, are way brighter than either of those.
Well,
And
Bill Hicks has a great bit on moths, and it was like I was trying to get as much material out of that subject without stepping into the territory of his bit.
what is this bit like?
Does it say mothership?
Bill Hicks. So the Bill Hicks bit was, and I quote, "What do you think moths did before electricity? Would they just fly toward the sun during the day like, we're almost there?"
You could go to that point where you're like, it kind of sucks to be the leader moth because he's the guy that's always getting stuck to the light. And so the other moths either go, oh shit, look at Joe. He really fucked up there, and try to avoid it, or they just are like lemmings and they go, oh, let's be like Joe. Whatever.
I mean, because, never mind. I don't want to get all.
It's like heroin, where the one who gets closest to the dragon dies.
Or like playing chicken, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's moth chicken.
Moth chicken.
Yeah. Like those insect lights, it's like moth chicken.
Yeah, I just want to keep them away from my fucking sweaters.
That's why it's so easy to cook a moth in an easy bake oven. Now, does anybody remember those things?
No, I get the joke. It was
It's not good.
so funny I forgot to laugh.
Hey, Kim laughed.
I did.
There you go. So, that's all. I only need one.
Oh,
I'm fine with one.
moth wing for you, sir. Moth wing for you, sir.
You laugh, but there's a restaurant in France serving moth for $20 a plate.
Yeah.
Moth.
Well, if it's in a restaurant in France, it's mostly butter. So it's going to taste good. Butter, salt, garlic, and some moth. Fine. I'm killing Kim here.
Would you like some mothra oil with that?
You can't kill me because I'm already dead inside. This is just
No, he can bring you back to life and then kill you.
Yeah.
That's
The ghost of Moth.
Hmm.
Mothra.
Moth. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Any more feedback on moths?
I think we're all just riffing on moths now.
Yeah, think about it. This is fun.
Yeah. They could have been butterflies. But instead they're just fucking moths.
Do you think? I think moths are just emo butterflies.
You think when they get into their cocoon, you think I could come out a butterfly.
They're
And
just
then they get
gother.
dressed while in their cocoon and they come out a moth.
Right.
They're just gother flies. That's all.
They're like working class butterflies.
Moths don't think about moths as much as we are now.
Probably
No,
accurate.
no, they don't. Probably, yeah.
No, I think I think they think about moth balls a lot. I think that's what
Yeah.
they do.
Right. I think they think about sex.
You know, go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
moth balls.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they think about ruining people's sweater collections.
Hmm.
Well, I don't wear sweaters, so
Must be nice.
Yeah, I don't need those here. I don't even own a sweater.
Really?
I own 0 sweaters.
Nobody's ever even gifted you a sweater and you re-gifted it?
Oh, no. No.
here's the thing: is you see a skinny dude in the sweater, you're like, I can take him. You see a ripped dude in a sweater, you're like, oh, he's gonna kick the shit out of me without getting a stain on that.
Yeah, unless you're a
Well,
moth, then you're like, ooh.
They don't need the sweater though. I mean, the skinny dude or the ripped dude, sweater is irrelevant. They could probably kick the shit out of you without getting a stain on anything they're wearing.
Yeah, if I see a skinny dude in a sweater and it's like a turtleneck, I assume he's gonna like murder me from on top of a tall building a mile away. Like that's an assassin.
Or he's gonna try to
That's
get you
right,
to come to the poetry open mic.
Oh God, ugh.
What doesn't he do too? He could tell a poem about murdering Bilal by throwing him off a building.
Yeah. Let me see.
Well, this has been so much
Enough
fun.
poetry.
Well, I was a semi-professional slam poet in high school, so yeah, it's worthy of making fun of all the time in every sense. Like, poetry's great if you want to listen to a shitty acapella with no chorus.
Oh, I'm always mad. Like every time I see them live, someone read poetry live, they never know their own poem. They like read off their phone. Like what the? And they all dress the fucking same too. It's like
I would get irritated because I'd be the token, like, one of 3 white dudes at poetry events, and I'd be the only one with a poem memorized. And I would get like half the response of someone if they like faked a tear reading it off their phone. And I was just like,
oh my
"Yo,
fucking
fuck
God.
you."
It's like, hey, let me break out my leather jacket and round sunglasses. No,
Are there professional? Are there professional slam poets?
Yes, I was mentored by a couple of them.
Really?
Yeah. Nice people, no sense of humor, but you know.
Must be a good gig though.
Hey, it was fun. The fields were all there. We glorified mental illness and solved none of our problems while doing so.
Yeah, I think like you know how they say like there's like a really like super athletic dudes will go into like football or basketball or something because that's where all the money is. I think like most good poets like become rappers or something. Like, they're probably just siphoning off all the good poets.
Here's things like poetry taught me a lot about just writing an organization that made comedy a lot easier, but it was also just the events were boring. It wasn't like a comedy show. It's like, oh, I'm going to laugh and have a good time. It's like, oh, I'm going to be sad and have to validate other people's problems that they aren't putting in any effort to fix.
Okay. Any more feedback on the topic of moths?
I think we agreed that they're depressed poets.
Speaking of moths, like a moth, I am zapped, and I am gonna dip out. This was great, y'all.
No,
We're not
still
done.
going. You leaving?
I
This is.
I know. I had a
I'll
long.
leave you forever.
Well, there's a long line of people. Thank
All right,
you.
dude.
Okay.
Well, that happened. I'm now seething. No, I'm not. I don't care. Okay.
I bet though that's your seething face. I bet you're
no,
that chill.
Yeah, this is my seething. I'm actually seething. I'm joking for the purposes of this.
Hmm.
My topic for today is fans. Okay. So
Cool.
here we go. Fans are. I think I offended him with the poetry shitting. Never mind. Fans
you know what? I honestly, I think he got on. I think he got unoffended. He was offended when he logged in. He didn't do a thing.
True.
God damn. All right. I'll talk about fans now, I guess. Okay, here we go. Fans. What if like the types of fans switch places? Like every fan that was like one of the tiny windmill fan things that cools your skin off. What if they all got replaced with like sports fans, and then all the sports fans got replaced with like those fans? Like they all just magically one time just like switch places, and then like you got like a screaming painted person spinning on your ceiling, and you're just like, what the fuck? And then they're just like, go! Or like, and then you gotta get up and like entertain them, and you gotta start like dancing or something. Otherwise, they're gonna throw popcorn at you. And then like at every sporting event, like at like the baseball game, like the pitcher throws the ball, and all of a sudden the ball just like swerves off in another direction. There's like a fucking 1,000, like a wall of wind, just like blowing everything. Like bases are like flipping off and into the stands. I think. I don't know. I was watching baseball the other day for the first time in like years. I haven't watched it. Like, I mean, America's pastime, but I feel unpatriotic for how little I've watched baseball in the past decade, probably. I don't know. Like, oh, you don't watch baseball every day? You hate America? No. I hate wasting hours of my time watching grown men play a game. I also hate, like, there are those sports that are, like, fun to watch, and then there are the ones that are really boring to watch, but are fun to do. Like, tennis or something, golf. I don't even like soccer. Like, I mean, they score like once in a game, and then that's just the whole like you just watching tiny specks run back and forth for a few hours. That doesn't sound fun to me. Like hockey would be like that because they don't score too often, except like you get like everyone's closer together and there's the occasional fight, and it's actually entertaining to me. If I were going to be any sport fan, I feel like the most fun fan to be will probably be like a hockey fan. Because you can, like, punch people. Or soccer too, but I don't know. But they're also like fans, if you're famous or something, you have to deal with that. and that's got to be also really weird because like you can't walk down the street without someone breathing up all your air and wanting you to acknowledge their menial existence. They feel like you owe them. That's got to be kind of gross. I hope I never get famous because that'd be really odd. You know, strange people just like talking to you. Probably drive a person crazy. You know, after a while. That's why, like, if I ever see somebody I'm a fan of, I try not to, like, you know, I try to, like, run away from them. I'm like, no, don't think I'm weird. And then I go home, and later I'm like, oh, I should have said something. All right, I'm done. Thanks for listening, guys. You guys have any feedback? Sorry.
Yeah, I like the idea of changing fans. But I thought that the idea of like your room fan turns into a sports fan, I think that's the only thing that could make Heat even more annoying. I did like the image of a whole bunch of fans in the stadium, like room fans, creating a wall of wind to fuck up the game. That's why fans should stay in their place.
Cool.
What would you do if you were famous? How would you feel if people came up and spoke with you?
Who?
You.
Oh, I'd probably like frown at them, and then like I don't know, like you probably have like a security guard or something who's like, you know, like, oh, I would totally be talking to you and you know, letting you possibly headbutt me because they could also hate you. You know, they could be like, hey, you're like, oh, hey, someone who likes me, and then they just headbutt you in the crotch.
Well, then they wouldn't be fans, though.
Yeah, it could
They'd
be
be
like
anti-fans.
It could be
Yeah.
like by the time you realize it's too late.
True, but you know what? Someone doesn't have to be a fan or not a fan to be a Trojan horse to kick you in the balls. They could just come up to you and say, hey. In fact, if you're not famous and you're not expecting it, it's probably easier to do.
Yeah.
Did you say the bit about the soccer? Did you say that it was like baseball fans that switched to soccer fans, or did I
don't
just
think
write?
so.
Okay, that was in my thought process. So I took that as like sports fans or fans of yours or whatever. So what if NASCAR fans became another sport kind of fan or a comedy show fan or whatever? And how would that look? You know, like NASCAR fans are generally like super redneck. So what would that look like?
Yeah.
Whoa, Bilal, you go, girl. You know, whatever that looks like.
Well, the great thing is their sport doesn't take athletes.
Right. But it would be like that
Yeah.
conversation they would have with you in a real redneck kind of way, like, well, you just killed this whole audience with that one joke, you know, with that one joke, whatever, you know.
That's like my target demographic anyway.
Yeah.
No, I used to be a NASCAR fan, but
Oh, yeah?
the NASCAR fans at a comedy show, I feel like would I mean, you would want that, wouldn't you? You know, people
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
enthusiasm.
They're kind of wild.
What you could probably you could just like start like running in an ellipse, and then they'll start like screaming, and you'd be like, "Yay!"
Yeah.
You'd be like, I
You
don't
know
know
what
if
the
I'm
thing
winning
is,
or
though?
losing.
If you did that, they'd really be waiting for you to just run into a wall.
And explode and fireball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what NASCAR fans really want to see?
Yeah. Or even like, or you could take it to the other extreme and like it could be like polo, as in like polo ponies. Well, that was very, very, whatever. Very
I thought you were talking about Marco.
snootery. No, like polo ponies, polo.
Mhm.
What rich people do on a horse.
I think Marco Polo wore polo shirts.
Hmm.
Probably. I think,
People forgot who he was. He would say, point to his.
like, oh yeah, hey, you're Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isidore
Okay.
Lee says in the comments, what would it be like if Jesus Christ had fans crowd him when he went to places? I feel like
He could walk away. He could walk away in the water.
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah, he wouldn't be able
Right.
to follow him.
They couldn't follow him there. Yeah.
Like, oh, we forgot the boat.
He could also autograph one picture and then multiply it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he
And
should
if they
open up
really-
a restaurant, actually.
Right. Well,
Imagine.
yeah. My body.
Funny.
Okay.
And most likely, if they were really annoying him, he could snap his fingers and they'd all just drop dead.
Was that one of his powers?
I mean, look, he was God. Isn't that one of his powers?
Yeah, plus there were no cameras, so
He's-
like you'd never, because everyone who would know it would be dead.
He's kind of like he's kind of like Superman in that way, at least in the original like Superman movies. Like in Superman 3, there's all of a sudden powers that he might not have had before, but they worked for the movie. Like he could take his S off and throw it and it would cover someone.
Hmm.
I think he's just omnipotent.
Interesting.
I think if Jesus wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
Oh yeah. You probably like it's like you don't even get a trial. It's just like hell. You're straight to hell. Bye. It's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I thought I got to relive
Right.
all my past. Nope.
Like if you were Jesus and you wanted a burger, you'd have a great burger.
Ooh. Yeah, you don't want to make. It's like a Twilight Zone episode with Billy Mummy,
Mm-hmm.
where everyone's afraid to piss him off.
Oh yeah.
Isidore Lee says Jesus has the uptime groupies that go. Oh, the ultimate groupies that go everywhere based off his name.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, you think like since everyone was like, "Hey, we're taking this land for God and Christ," well, you think if he showed up, they would give it to him? They'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is all that land we took for you. Here you go." Or like, never mind. Any more feedback, you guys, on that set?
That's all.
Okay.
I mean,
we're gonna
I
go
can
back.
always talk Jesus though.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna go back around to the front and do jokes
Okay.
that were
I've got
thought of before.
a disparate bunch of jokes. Not really into a routine or anything, but just jokes if if you help me punch them up and stuff, or just see how they hit. So to begin, when Alexander Graham Bell said, "Come here, Watson, I want you," he was not only making the first phone call, but the first booty call. So people are living longer, and they say that by the end of the century, people might be living to 150 years old. Imagine how crazy conservative 150-year-olds will be. Like Fox won't be enough; they'll need Fox Ultra. Like coming up on Fox Ultra and Friends, are foreign countries too close to our borders? Why can't terrorists be white? And boobs, they shock and titillate. Unrelated. The last time I saw my therapist, he said, "I don't understand you." So I said, "That's strange, because I understand you completely." So we switched places. I'm billing him a little more than he billed me because obviously I'm better. I realized I had a split personality right after I invited my girlfriend over for a bukkake. Another therapy joke. Therapy has taught me a lot about myself, but not my name. I guess I shouldn't expect a therapist to cure amnesia. If I'm the world champion in participation, is it still just a participation trophy? And it really bugs me when people make dumb addition or subtraction mistakes. I guess I'm just a real math Nazi. And well, I think that's it. I think that's
right.
what I got.
Cool.
So,
Awesome.
So your math Nazi joke?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a real math Nazi. I really like those gazintas. Does that make sense?
Oh, goes into.
Yeah, goes into. I really like those gozintas.
Huh.
I don't know.
Oh,
There's a number bit there for math Nazi. I can't remember the number, but
I'm trying to play up grammar Nazi, and I guess
Right.
it's just not working. So that's all right.
There's something there, but apparently, like
I
regular
keep-
Nazis were already really good at math. You know.
yeah, there's a number. There's a number of jokes.
Well, they were also good at meth.
Yeah, there was inventors of it, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe that's the problem. They were better at meth than math.
Yeah.
Well, no, they
They-
were.
They were a real gas at parties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me see.
You know what though? They weren't that great at math because they never got A's. They always got Zyklon B's.
Yeah, I heard like they love math so
Uh-huh.
much. You ask them an equation and they tattoo the answer on your wrist. More Holocaust jokes. That's a
The therapy joke. When you
Yeah.
said you switched places with him,
Yeah.
you could go one step further and say, "Yeah, turns out he's really good at stand-up," or something like that.
That would mean I'd have to be good at stand-up.
I was thinking, or if you just like not been speaking English the whole time, you're like, all right, I'll switch to English then.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's like, I really don't understand you, and you like speaking like Latin.
Pig Latin.
Yeah.
What
He
else?
only understands Pig Latin or something.
What else? You ever met someone who was like really good at speaking Pig Latin to the point where you didn't realize it was Pig Latin?
Haven't used it in so long. I don't. We used to talk like that when we were kids a lot.
Yeah, it seems like a very 20th century thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, probably if you said Pig Latin on stage right now, they would probably boo you off stage for being politically incorrect. Well, it's about fat girls. No, I'm just, that's rude.
Or the police, which they probably cheer.
Yeah.
In the comments, Isidore Lee says, therapy to a poor person is randomly talking to a crackhead that parked my car.
Like that?
Yeah, but I would never let a crackhead park my car. Wait, hold the fuck up.
Well,
You're
then,
supposed to-
if you did, though, you might really need therapy.
yeah. You'd be
So-
like,
Yeah, I just realized how much I need therapy. I let a crackhead park my car.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
He didn't even understand me as much as my therapist does, who never understands me or something like that.
maybe like, I'll just give this crackhead my car keys. I'm sure everything will turn out fine.
This makes as much sense as my.
How come there's only crackheads though? Like, why aren't there crack arms?
That's true.
Yeah.
I guess by the time you're addicted to crack, you're all in.
There is. Maybe you end up
You
looking
start
like
with a cracked toe,
crack toe
goes straight to your head.
every time.
That's why I prefer opium, because you're an opium fiend. There's
Yeah,
something
or
more
you're-
exotic and romantic about it. I'd rather be a fiend than a head.
Opium fiend. That'd be like, where do people get opium? I feel like that's really hard to come by now. Like you
I don't
have
know.
From
to
poppy.
be very well connected to get your hands on real opium.
I mean, it's the same place you get heroin.
Mm.
It's
Yeah, you
just,
gotta be well connected to get heroin too.
I guess.
Right.
Not if you live in Plano, Texas.
Or, yeah, probably the Northeast.
Maybe.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, probably opium. But opium
Wait,
has
you
the whole
say-
thing. It has the den, it has the pipe.
I thought Plano was nice.
Yeah, you can Google that, but it's it is. I mean, I guess parts of it's nice, but they have a really bad heroin problem there.
Well, isn't heroin in the suburbs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Heroin.
meth is out towards the little small areas of town, because all you need is some ephedrine and a wooden spoon or something in a bathtub. They make that bathtub brew meth.
Oh, so meth is the new moonshine.
Basically.
Okay. Interesting. Any more feedback on that set? Well, this is shaping up to be probably the shortest one we've ever done. Kim, you're up next. Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Okay. We'll start. It sucks getting older and my body's breaking down and I get these random cramps in my hands, and they kind of look like gang signs. And I have to be careful in public places. Like, I could have a cramp and accidentally start a turf war. Like, I wanted to order a number 3 at Burger King, got a cramp, and I could tell people got really nervous. I mean, the cashier ducked down behind the counter. Like, they're thinking I'm part of Antifa, but since I'm over 50, it's probably more like the senior citizen version. Like, instead of the Bloods, I'm more like the blood clots. So I wear a mask while grocery shopping, and it makes me talk louder. And I wanted to get some almond milk, but I couldn't think of the word for almond milk. So I said, "Hey, babe, I'm really thirsty for some nut milk." And the lady standing next to me gave me a dirty look and like she wanted to pounce on me for being inappropriate in front of her support chihuahua Lapita. And I said, "Easy, lady. I meant almond milk. I don't shop at Walmart for nut milk. That's what Pornhub is for." So my whole life seems to play out in commercials. I love TV commercials, but I hate how much influence they have on me. Like, hefty, hefty, hefty plays on a loop inside my head every time I try to put my pants on. And I wonder, why do women struggle so much with their weight? I mean, I'm fighting the limits of my genes. Not enough exercises slows your metabolism, and menopause slows your metabolism. And no, I think just breathing. For me, breathing slows my metabolism. I mean, ever tried not to breathe? Can you imagine that TV commercial? Breathe half as much, lose weight twice as fast. And I have been to the doctor with every ailment that I've seen on TV. My doctor's starting to think I'm a hypochondriac just because I made an appointment about my erectile dysfunction. I think my doctor's got dementia. I don't know. I sometimes compare myself to a Jewish mom because I worry over everybody's health. "Oh, sweetheart, you look awful. Are you ill? Maybe you got the herpes. Everybody's getting the herpes." Hell, I get a tiny blemish and it leads me down an internet rabbit hole. And I asked my girlfriend, "Feel this. What does that feel like?" "A zit." No. It's not a zit. "A mole." No, it's not a mole. "Well, I don't know why you have me look at it after you've spent 17 hours on Google looking up your own diagnosis." "You're right. It's cancer. I don't have much time." To top it off, even before the pandemic, I was a germaphobe. And now every day seems like a near-death experience for me. Have you ever noticed that men and women revenge differently? Like, men don't even know how to revenge, but women are really good at it. As a lesbian, I kind of see both sides. Like, my man's side is like, "I'm going to kill that bitch." But my woman's side will just kill that bitch with kindness. Over time, slowly, let it simmer until I exact that moment of revenge on them. And then I think the fight is over. And then one day they come home and all their clothes are shredded out on the front yard and naked pictures are taped on every pole in the neighborhood. And sometimes, shit's on fire. And what part of my revenge says I won't burn down my own bitch barn to prove my point? Because I will. I was only about 4 years old when I knew I was different from everybody else. I didn't want to marry my daddy. I wanted to marry my mommy. And I blame this all on Pop from the Rice Krispies. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. They're all gay. But like Pop is like super flamboyant. And I always watched the Flintstones and it was that song, "We'll Have a Gay Old Time." And it started becoming a lot more obvious as I got older. I played softball. I wore coaching shorts, had that short bob haircut. I even started eating tiny sandwiches, because lesbians love finger foods. Hanging out, drinking, and singing karaoke with friends nearly always turns into me making household repairs, like install a ceiling fan, fix a running toilet, smoke a brisket. I get it. I'm a lesbian, but I'm not here to just collect lesbian merit badges. I keep getting shit in the mail. Cherry stem tying champ, campsite builder champ. Yeah, my friends are just assholes like that. Every once in a while, I just want to hang out and just be normal gay, not stereotypical Birkenstock wearing, car repairing, indigo girl listening, softball playing, man hating, straight woman converting, U-Haul towing, cat collecting gay, just everyday gay. The kind of gay that watches Snapped and investigative TV about serial killers and studies all the angles of how to commit the perfect murder. the kind of gay that goes to work and complains about not getting promoted to CEO despite the lack of education and experience. I mean, just the normal stuff. I mean, like the type of gay that no song has ever been written about. I mean, the gay that goes to corporate events and talks about dildos and gets public officials to resign, kind of gay. Thank you. I mean, does anybody remember the Westboro Baptist Church? You know, the GodHatesFags.com people from Topeka, Kansas. You know, the group that frequently blamed gays for 911 and soldiers killed in war and other disasters. I mean, floods in the Midwest because of the gay. Coronavirus, the gays. I mean, the gays I know are more likely to get the wine flu. Now that's gay. I mean, if you're going to blame the gays for anything, you know what you can blame them for? How about disasters in fashion? That's what you can blame the gays. You know, after all, we've got peplum and penny loafers and bell bottoms, which actually got their name from Twinkie altar boys. But do you think that that answering the door wearing a blindfolded is that a time up or more time? Blindfolded ball gag and a saran wrap, the gays, and that's got to be a scary runway show for the Jehovah's Witnesses. I mean, how many Hail Marys are equal to one holy fuck? That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, sweet.
Mhm.
Cool. You have any feedback?
I really like the stuff about normal gays. I wish I could be a normal gay.
Yeah, I'm working on that one.
I think that's really strong. I'd like to know what else is. I think maybe if you started with the working on the lesbian merit badge, like on the sash, or maybe it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a sash. Maybe it's a tool belt,
Oh yeah, cool. Oh, that's funny.
and then go into it from there, because I think that's a really solid concept.
Cool.
Wait,
That's good
did gay
stuff.
people? Did gay people not cause 9/11?
Oh, also, yeah, also not that was the Jews. Also, 9/11, not 911.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's written 9/11. I just
Because
when I'm
911 truthers are more like Flava Flav.
yeah, it's written 9/11. I've not done that bit before, so
I
my
get it.
eyes didn't get it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what would a gay 9/11 have looked like? Like if gay people secretly were plotting to
Paris would be burning.
purge us
Glitter.
into
Glitter
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, that's like
There were
Yeah, like
glitter bombs everywhere. Yeah.
the dust cloud that lingered over the city would have been like neon pink or something. I don't know what good colors.
Or the planes hit Broadway.
Let's
Uh.
see. Oh yeah, it would be like revenge for people's failed musical theater careers. They're like, you didn't book me for this play. And we missed.
What does a gay G hub look like?
Hey. No.
See. I'm trying to remember some of the earlier ones because there was something I wanted to say, but I keep forgetting it. After listening for a while, I kind of taped over my memory of the beginning.
Yeah, I get it.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I kind of inundate you with a bunch of stuff. I try to get as much feedback as possible on jokes that I'm working on. Cram them in.
Okay. Oh yeah, when you're doing that list of like how you knew when you knew you were different than everyone else, Like I was thinking like you throw in something in there like that was completely obvious, like in the list, you know, instead of like
Oh,
just like subtle, like something that was like, you know, like would be like super extreme, and then like continue on with the list like with mundane things. I feel
Oh,
like that
yeah.
would probably.
oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. I didn't want to marry my dad. I wanted to marry my mom. I like pussy. No, I don't know. Something. I don't.
Yeah, but,
I don't know.
yeah,
I said-
because
I was fond of boobs. I don't know. Whatever that is. Yeah, that's funny. Funny.
or if
Or
it
just
were
go right,
something that was like,
go right to it. I didn't want to marry my dad. I wanted to fuck girls.
That's
or if
funny.
it was stuff that could just like be any like stuff that had nothing to do with it at all. I feel like that could also get a laugh. You know, like
Oh
if it
yeah,
was
that's
just, like,
funny.
something that could apply to anyone. Like,
Right. Right. Yeah, that's funny.
what else? Okay, in the comments, Isidore says a gay bomb would have been a gay 9/11 would have been done with massive hissing and snapping. The BBs would have vogued on down. I've never heard a gay person hiss. I don't think. Yeah.
Lisp.
Is that a
Lisp
thing that
instead of hiss?
happens?
Maybe a lisp,
I'm
not a
worried.
hiss.
Is that like? I feel like I don't know. You like walking down the street and all of a sudden you hear like a bunch of hissing. And you're like, what the fuck? You're like, oh shit, I'm in San Francisco.
Funny.
So, I don't know. Oh, the snack crackle pop thing.
Mhm.
mentioned in the comments.
I would have thought Snap would have been the gayest. Oh, Snap.
Maybe.
Snap.
But my serial gaydar is up, I guess.
I don't know if other people do this, but when I was a kid, my
Uh-huh.
grandma used to give us Rice Krispies, but we always just like sprinkle sugar on top of it. It was so bland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone does that.
Okay, so yeah, that could also tie into it.
Mhm.
Like if you
I think most serial characters are gay though. Like Cookie Crisp the Magician,
Right.
definitely gay. Captain Crunch, come on.
Right. Yeah, you eat kids' cereal. I mean, you got a 50-50 shot at it.
yeah, Tony
Right.
the Tiger does his only article of clothing is a scarf.
Yeah, and the red bandana he keeps in his pocket when he goes to a bar.
Right? His hanky code.
Right? Yeah.
Funny.
Count Chocula, Blueberry.
Oh, you,
Come on.
Right?
oh man. I feel like,
Funny.
Not a single one of them is straight.
You're gonna get all the cereal boycotted.
Yeah. Then
so
more
we're
for
gonna
me.
You're going to be picketing outside of General Mills.
Right?
Right. Yep. The only straight cereal is Grape Nuts.
Funny.
And fuck that.
Yeah, because I mean, even the fucking Frosted Mini Wheats like characters, like
Come on, they're frosted mini wheats.
yeah, they're regular
They-
Mini Wheats when they started.
They were mini wheats, and And then they were on Queer Eye.
Right?
Yeah.
Funny.
Well, there you go. Now you've got a whole Siri routine.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah.
See, if that guy hadn't left, he could have taken part in this fun.
Exactly.
You missed out. You really missed out.
Yep.
Okay, now I guess I'm gonna tell a few talk about some stuff I've been trying to work on. In this Okay, here we go. So I don't like driving a lot because I don't normally drive a whole bunch because I normally like don't travel too far. So instead of driving, I normally just ride my giant mechanical Falcon places I want to go. Because like the hardest thing though is parking it because they don't make like parking spots for like a giant metal bird, so you find like a perch, and it's really hard because like it's really big too. Like it takes up about the space of like 3 rape vans. Like it's got a pretty decent span. But the thing is, did they like rape you in the vans, or did they like use the vans just for transport to go rape you somewhere else? Because I feel like if it was just for transport, vans would be like pretty bad vehicles to use on a crime spree because like vans are very bad on gas. Like you don't have to stop for gas and be like, hey, could you wait here a second? And then you get out and you're trying to put your card into the slot, but it's not going in, and you're looking back embarrassed and hope that they don't think this is like a reflection of your raping abilities because you're like, no, I'm just bad at putting the card into this slot. I think there's like some dirt on it. I'm great at raping people, and or like plus, like vans are really easy to spot. You know, they're really big and bulky, and they have license plates. I feel like it would be better if like you were going to use like some kind of like rape scooter instead, like because you could just ditch it in an alley, and then people would be like, "Hey, is this your rape scooter?" And you just be like, "No," and they just leave. Or if you had some kind of like giant metal bird where you could just like swoop down and like grab people off the street and fly away, I could be in like Hawaii in 3 hours, you know. Just saying, like, not that I'm some kind of expert on like giant mechanical rape falcons. I didn't come here from the future just so I could kidnap people and harvest their organs and sell them on the black market. That would be completely insane. That'd be gross, disgusting, even. Um, yeah. Mm. Hey, you ever start like trying to go to sleep, but then you start thinking about your veins too hard? You're just like, I hope my veins are okay. I haven't given them much thought in a while. Mm, yeah, I recently found out that someone I know is a Holocaust denier, which is weird because out of all the conspiracy theories, it's got to be the least fun one. You know, like there are those theories that are like 9/11 was orchestrated by dimension hopping tarantulas wearing capes. Because if you can picture a tarantula in a cape, it's probably the most sinister image your mind can conjure without you going insane. It's got to be one of those capes with the collars on it too, because the kind of vampires wear. They wear those collars because they're really good at soaking up blood. And you flip that thing up, you got yourself a blood funnel. Ugh. Yeah, but apparently after World War II, a lot of Holocaust deniers started popping up, and that got me wondering if after World War III, there are going to be a lot of nuclear Holocaust deniers. I'm picturing a guy with 3 heads, and one of his heads is like, "Did that shit really happen?" I don't know. I think non-mutants just made it up. And the second head is like, "Yeah, I think they just they want to steal all our flaming piles of radioactive skulls." And then the third head is like, you know when I don't know. Never mind. I'm done. Thanks, guys. I still
Okay.
I think of something for the third head to say, but I did not. Any feedback?
Oh, yeah.
The third head
Sorry.
is the denier. Right?
Well, first two
So-
were.
Well, the first one said, "Did that really happen?" The second one said, "I think they just want our radioactive skulls." And the third one could be like, "I didn't see anything." You know. Like,
No, I was trying to set up like a non sequitur or just tell
Oh.
another joke there, but I don't know which one I would do.
Hmm.
I always love the term rape van.
Yeah, I've got that.
You know,
written down,
you
too.
know the thing about rape van is it's great marketing. Because if you're a rapist, you're gonna buy a rape van.
True.
It's funny.
I love the giant mechanical falcon. I think you could do a surprise where the problem is parking, but the problem with that is it parks wherever the hell it wants, and it smashes cars, and you got to pay for a lot of the damages.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's funny.
And I thought that at least a Holocaust denier is probably not a climate denier, because climate change is a great thing to blame the Jews on.
Is this like the gay 9/11 thing where it was like I didn't know it was a thing until now?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, rape van. You can always get mileage out of a rape van. Pardon the pun.
I've got rape van is so 1990s. So I'd like to see. Well, it's actually 1970s, probably, to be honest. The Stabbing Wagon and everything made popular by Grease, and those kind of shows. But I would like to know what other crime or even thing required a vehicle, and they named it after the crime. Like, this is my murder station wagon, and this is my rape van, and
An embezzlement scooter.
yeah, my embezzlement.
That's what the scooter is for.
Yeah,
That's
my embezzlement Vespa or something. Vespa. Yeah.
That's very fun to say.
Yeah.
Also, what about you're talking about mileage. What about a hybrid rape van? Would that be more responsible? Like a rape
Yeah,
Tesla?
Imagine like so you walk into a dealership, you're like what are you gonna be using this van for?
Raping.
Yeah.
Commercial.
Yeah. For my business. Business use.
99% of rapists recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can get the rape van or the rape van XL. It's got a better engine.
Yeah. Hybrid fuel, better engine.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
In the comments,
Rape van sports package.
Yeah.
Isidore Lee says some of those girls are too heavy to pick up and put in these vans. The Ripper would give up. And also, a rape van in 2020 wouldn't be able to go far with these gas prices. A girl would end up getting taken to the guy grandma's house. She'd be getting biscuits while she's getting burnt.
I think a rape van is mainly for kids.
Really?
I mean,
Are you sure?
yeah. Look,
Well, if you-
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess you could rape anyone in a rape van, like a good rape van.
Yeah, and if you get one of those really cool ones, like the old Volkswagen vans, if you can find one, they get pretty good gas mileage.
But I
Yeah,
think
they have a
if
bunch
you're
of
gonna
windows.
like the whole idea of picking someone up, you think kids get into vans. I don't know why.
Oh yeah,
Maybe-
like little kids.
Right.
Oh well, then you can have the. Oh, I won't even go there.
Well, no, I was thinking
The
like maybe
pedophile, the pedophile ice cream truck or whatever.
But I thought you have people in the back of the van, and then you pull up next to the person, and then you slide the door open, and then you just grab them, and then you like and drive off.
I think that's a kidnap van, though. That's a different kind of van.
Are they different? I thought they were the one and the same. You know, I assume if someone
Well,
kidnaps you, they're also going to rape you.
I think the suspension's probably a little different.
I think it's.
I
pretty,
mean,
it's pretty. Hard.
I am neither a rapist, a kidnapper, nor a mechanic.
Th-
But
and
Kim knows mechanics, so
this could also be
Yeah.
like a little act out there of the van pulls up, the door slide open, and they go to grab the lady, and she goes, "Oh, is this my rape van?" You know, like you got your phone in your hand. Oh, is this my rape van? You know, rape van 2 miles away, license number, blah blah blah, whatever, like the Uber, whatever.
well, it
No,
would
I
be,
ordered a rape van.
Like that'd be.
the service would just be rape, RAP, the cute little icon.
Funny.
Man,
Because like, is it possible to rape someone without kidnapping them? Because I feel like if they're just like, "Can I leave?" and you say, "Oh yeah, you can leave at any time." I'm not a kidnapper.
well, there's date rape.
Hmm.
Oh wait, it's another. Yeah.
Well, I didn't kidnap you. I just borrowed you for a few hours.
Yeah, I mean that's literal kidnapping, I guess.
Yeah, you know, before tonight, I really hadn't told a rape joke, and now it's like I got a million of them.
And it's on the
It's-
internet
But-
forever.
Yeah, the toxic masculinity is. Although we're talking,
It's kind of that double-edged
It's meta.
sword, though.
meta
It's
rape jokes.
yeah, it's yeah, those kind of things don't make me very popular with women because you know. you're
If
not
there are any
supposed to joke
women
about stuff
watching
like
this,
that, but you know,
we are not
I-
condoning.
I do not approve of this.
right? Yeah, is this is
Unless
it,
you
but-
had it coming, you know, then fuck, no, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
but it's
No,
a
I'm sorry,
topic,
guys.
and it's
Now
and
that's
it's,
now that's
and
on the
it's
internet
dope.
forever.
Yeah.
You might want
It's
to
a
wash this
topic.
show off.
Yeah, it's a topic, and we're talking about jokes that related to this subject that's very serious. So
This
So
is
we'll
a
get
comedy safe
offended.
space. I'd like
That's
to
right.
reiterate.
I
We are.
I joke about the Holocaust because otherwise we're getting very close to the point where it didn't happen.
So you
gotta keep joking about it.
Like,
Yeah,
it's a weird stance to have, you know.
mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
surprises me that people are out there who are like, nah, those pictures are fake. Nah,
yeah.
it's like, yeah, but anyway, any more feedback on the?
We hit Holocaust. We hit rape. Is there? I think we had a
Guys,
pretty
That
good.
would be the perfect time to say the N word. Honestly, just no one's done it yet, but if you want to.
No,
Hard pass.
I think I'm good.
Hard R pass.
Hard R pass.
That's what I'm
yeah.
giving you. Isidore Lee in the comments says it's always the ugly girls that think someone is going to rape them. I'm like, have you seen? Well, hold on a second. Have you seen yourself? You can't go down the street. You can go down the street in Harlem and wouldn't be hurt. I'm gonna not talk anymore. Hey guys.
Yeah, I think we're done with that. Let's-
Here's a news flash for
The hole
whoever
is
wrote
deep
that
enough.
comment. Ugly girls get raped too.
I think
Yeah.
like yeah. 'Cause
Anyway.
Never mind. Yeah, I'm done with the rape talk for this tonight.
Yeah, that's
Thus concludes another thrilling episode of the workshop. Hopefully, no one sees this. No, I'm joking.
Hopefully nobody's offended by it. We're workshopping some stuff, you know.
Yeah, no, these
It is
are
what it is.
jokes.
Hot topics.
Jokey jokes.
Jokey jokes.
rape van is a funny. It's a funny term
That's a funny term. I think it's
Yeah.
a funny term.
because it's so
Anyway,
terrible.
Now's the part where if you guys have anything to plug, you do it. So Aaron, I'll start with you. Do you have anything?
Yeah. Friday the 25th. Please tune in to the Big Blue Ball. It's the showcase for the Blue Mic. Bilal, I believe you've done a Blue Mic.
Huh.
Blue Mic page on Facebook. Check it out, like it. BLUMIC, that's 2 words. And you can follow me on Instagram at A Stoker Ring. That's ASTOKERRING. And on Twitter at Aaron SR, AARONSR. Thanks.
Okay. Cool,
Okay.
cool. Kim, do you have anything?
I got a couple things coming up. I'm in a contest, and that's gonna go. That'll be aired on Roku later. Roku later. So I can't really go into a great big bunch of details, but we'll see how that goes. And I am at www.kimwadsworthcomedy.com, and that has all of my Instas and Whatstas and Twitters and everything. That's how you reach me.
Alrighty, sweet.
Got that?
Cool, cool. Thanks, Isadora Lee, for staying and watching the whole thing. It's like really cool. See you
Thank you.
guys next time. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye,
Bilal.
guys. Bye, guys.
Fun as